Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Behind the Music, a video series where I ask young musicians to introduce one of their favorite pieces to us. Today, I'll be asking a very talented violinist to talk about one of her favorite pieces by Bach. So the person I'll be introducing today is Ellen Hayashi from Salt Lake City, Utah. She's been playing the violin for over 10 years now. We met at NPR's From the Top at the LA residency for shows 366 and 367. She was playing in part of the Bear Quartet, where they played the first movement of Mendelssohn's second string quartet in A minor. I'll show a short clip of them right now. Hi Ellen, how are you doing today?
Hi Eric, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. So what piece are you going to be playing for us today?
Today I will be playing the third movement from Bach's Solo Violin Sonata Number 3.
So tell us a little bit about the composer of this piece.
Well, as we all know, J.S. Bach is a very well-known composer. If you were to ask someone who was not a musician to name a composer, they would most likely name either Bach or Mozart. Bach was, I would say, the driving force behind the Baroque period in music. And I think, he laid the foundation for what music is today, from all of his harmonies that he uses to his part writing to just his overall picture of how he painted music as it is today.
So what do you think the musical progression of this piece is like? Or how does this piece make you feel?
That's a really good question, and I think it can be taken in so many different ways. Um, at least for me, I think pertaining to the progression of the piece, it really takes all of the emotion that you can muster, and I think Bach is so difficult because every single note that you play has to have its own personality and has to have its own color. I think for this movement in particular, he wrote this piece right after his wife Anna Magdalena passed away. And so there's so much pain and turmoil within the movement, and to be able to find it within yourself to connect to that and get across the message that I think Bach was trying to say with this piece is really, really difficult. And so for me, at least, the tapping into the emotional side of playing is the challenging thing here. As for how this piece, makes me feel, I think I kind of stated that with what I just said, but also, especially with what's going on in the world today, between the virus and all of these political and social movements that are taking place, has really helped me connect to this piece in a new way. I think if I was to say one word to describe this movement, it would be hopefulness. And I like to think that you can't be hopeful without being doubtful. You can't have hope without doubt. And that's exactly what we're going through in the world today. Is there is some doubt about what's the outcome, and we're all searching for the light at the end of the tunnel, at the end of all of this change that's happening. And so for me, at least, that's made me excited in the way that I can connect to this movement in a different light, and I can find a new side within this very multifaceted movement. So I hope you enjoy the third movement from Bach's Solo Violin Sonata Number 3.